just look at the board and then understand your mistakes. So this is a revision paper indeed I gave you. And you can see it is revision. So, so some of you, I saw that kept the things blank and then counting stars. So that means you didn't revise properly. Okay. Okay. So uh, you need to find cos 2 theta. Okay. Simple thinking I'm going to teach you. Just have it with you. Okay. So because these things are repeating. So you need to have cos theta. So and sin theta, sine terms and the other sine theta terms are there. So it prompts you to convert the whole thing into cosine, isn't it? So your first line of attack should be to convert the sine 3 theta and sine 2 theta into cos theta. That's it. It's pretty simple. So what you do, sine 3 theta, how do you write? So sine 3 theta you write sine theta plus 2 theta. Just look at the board. Sine 2 theta you write 2 sine theta cos theta. That's all you know. That's all you know. Okay, Renandi, focus. When I'm in the math method class, when I'm in the physics class, I bring a certain mentality, right? Why? Because depends on the depth of the subject. But when I'm in the specialist math class, I'm at top. So don't try to play with me. It's because I'm very sharp in the specialist math. Okay. Otherwise, I don't call your name. So sine 2 theta cos. Now, sine theta plus 2 theta, what that would be? What that would be? Sine theta cos 2 theta plus sine 2 theta cos theta minus 2 sine theta cos theta is equal to 0. Is that all right? Now, this is a headache. This is a headache. Why it is a headache? Because it's in the double angle formula. So now what we are doing, we are going to write this sine 2 theta cos 2 theta. Look at my write-up, okay? Look how I'm writing it. So all the time, learn. Oh. Mia, we don't have the class today. She's sick. You didn't get the message? Just catch your mom if possible. Run, run, run. Catch your mom. So this is going to be 2 sine theta cos square theta, right? Minus 2 sine theta cos theta is equal to 0. Okay, now that game is over. So now this guy, sine theta cos 2 theta. Now what is my intention? My intention is cos, right? So I'm writing, I keep sine to theta here. This I'm going to write as 2 cos square theta minus 1. Do you think my thinking is right? My thinking should be right. Why? Because the whole point is to convert everything into cos format, right? So I don't know where I'm going yet, but my thinking should be right because I'm going towards a certain logic, right? Good. So now you can see sine theta is common. So I'm going to take sine theta out. When I take sine theta out, I get 2 cos square theta minus 1 plus 2 cos square theta. That is coming from here, right? Minus 2 cos theta like this. Is that all right? So, right? So, now what you do? Simplify. Sine theta, what about this guy? This guy is going to be 4 cos square theta minus 2 cos theta minus 1, 0. Now game over. Now there is nothing to simplify further, right? You simplified it. Everything is in the cost format. Now you can see, unfortunately, we have signed term, but it is factorized already, taken out. So now you can use null factor. So null factor tells you that this is going to be 0 and this is going to be 0, isn't it? Right? All good, my friend. So now we have to be very careful, very careful. Consciousness to the top level. Now I'm going to get case 1. In the case 1, sine theta is equal to 0, isn't it? Now, what we need to find? What we need to find? What we need to find? We need to find cos theta. Ne? So when sine theta is equal to 0, what would be cos theta? When sine theta is equal to 0, cos theta, you know your previous knowledge, plus and minus 1. Ne? Why? Because sine theta is when theta is equal to 0, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi. Then at 0, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, what would be the cos value? Plus 1 to minus 1, plus 1 to minus 1, plus 1 to minus 1. Okay? All right. That's the thing. Okay, now fine. Then case 2, right? So this is fine. Case 2 is when the second term is 0. So it's going to be 4 cos square theta minus 2 cos theta minus 1 is equal to 0. So from here, cos theta is equal to, what is cos theta? What is cos theta? Quadratic formula, right? Yeah. Whatever. So 2 plus or minus b squared minus 4ac, b squared minus 4ac 16, 20, 20 square root, divided by 8. So this is going to be 1 plus or minus square root 5 divided by 4, isn't it? That's answer. Now you tell me why this is that hard. I understand this should be fine. You might miss this because this is little tricky. Sine theta is equal to 0. You might think, oh, I use null factor laws and sine theta is equal to 0. So, you don't get that cost part there. That's okay to miss this line, but you should get this. Quadratic formula, double angle, 100 times we have gone through in the class. Any question for me? No? This one. Yeah. So in the following diagram, UVW are solutions to this. Okay. So if U is equal to that, so I'm going to convert into cis form. This is going to be 2 cis. What is that? Pi divided by? Is that 6? Cis, na? So now, this question we did, ne? Before? Remind me? We didn't do? Okay, let's see. If you have Z3, I told you there are 3 solutions, but what about the separation between the solutions? Separation between the solutions are 2 pi divided by 3 kind. Separation between the solutions are 2 pi divided by 3. So what would be the next one then? V is equal to 2 cis pi divided by 6 plus 2 pi divided by 3. And that is V. So what is W then? W would be 2 cis pi divided by 6 plus 4 pi divided by 3. Am I right? Yeah. So that means precisely you are going to find the angle. So I'm not bothering to simplify this. So you get the angles. And then by looking at this, you can see this guy is nothing but 3 pi divided by 2. This guy is nothing but what? Pi minus pi divided by 6, 5 pi divided by 6. Is that right? Yes. Yes, you have to. But we will leave in this way and go, because once we finalize, you put the principal angle formulation. Because it's the same thing. Any questions now, guys? Right. So that's fine. Yeah. So express, we did that already. Find the value of K. How do you find the value of K? What is K here? K is just K. How do you find the value of K? So we know that. What was the U is equal to square root 3 plus I. Just come. This, you want to sit in this class? Come. Come. You didn't get the message?
No.
Why she is sick today?
No class?
No class.
Okay.
You didn't get the message?
No.
Just check the message again, okay? You got scared? Okay. So U is equal to square root 3 plus I. This satisfy, what did I say? This satisfy 0 to the power 3 is equal to K, isn't it? So if you want to find K now, just grade 3 math. So U3 is equal to K, because that satisfies. So it's going to be square root 3 plus I raised to the power 3 is equal to K. So this tells you that K is equal to, simplify, what you get? 8. I think it should be 8i. 8i? Confirm that for me. Yeah, it should be 8i. But it's 6 pi divided by 2. You understand? So you can do this in a different way as well. Method 2. Method 2, K is equal to U. I'm going to write that in the cis form. 2 cis pi divided by 6 to the power 3. Then use De Moivre's. To the power 3, 2 to the power 3, cis pi divided by 2. So cis pi divided by 2 is I, that you know, right? So answer is 8i. Can do in that way if you want. Buddy, I gave you everything. A lot of things are done. You have to go home and, first of all, clean your table, okay? I can see, when I see your face, I know how clean your table is. Some tables are horrible. Clean your table and then read. The value of K. Have you found it? Find the Cartesian equation, the line. Okay. Right. So Z is going to be X plus IY. Imaginary of Z is going to be Y. So it's going to be square root 3Y. Real is going to be X. So X is equal to 0. So this is going to be y is equal to 1 divided by square root 3. Yeah. Then the line from part this can also be represented. The line can also be represented by this. Find Z1, Z2. Give your answer in the form of that. Okay. So square root 3 means angle is how much? 1 divided by square root 3 means you are looking at this line. Nah? You are looking at that line. This angle is going to be pi divided by 6, isn't it? Correct? Pi divided by 6. So this line, which is y is equal to 1 divided by square root 3x, right? Y is equal to 1 divided by square root 3x. You can obtain by using that z minus z1, z minus z2 formulation. Do you remember that theory? Vedan, do you remember that theory? Why? Lot of Indian food? Is that the reason? Revise. But then why you guys didn't come to my Wednesday class? Don't you know Wednesday I had a discussion. I keep doing it for about 2-3 weeks now. You don't know that? You guys don't know? You guys know it? How come you don't know? Lot of girls chatting at night? 9 o'clock? Huh? So, but mine is 8:30, 9 o'clock. But this way we can't do specialist, okay? I will directly tell you if you are not eligible. I'm the first person to tell you. Some input should be there because this is not my exam. Why you are thinking this is my exam? This is your life. This is your degree. This is your future. This is your job. This will depend on how much money you are going to earn, right? So why you give that burden to us and the parents? Why? If you don't understand this simple thing, there is no point doing anything. I must tell you that. It's okay that you fail to do all of these things, okay? So that's why I'm standing here to show you all of these things. Now, some people get it in one time. Some people 2-3 revisions we have to do. But at least after 4-5 revisions, you should get it to the 80th percentile, and then some commitment should be there, right? Don't show me that, okay? Because then there is a deal. The deal is you find me. You find me because I'm good. Am I good? Hell yes, I know I'm good. But what about the other way around? If you are limping, how come I make you run? Can't do that. Done. So wake up, guys, okay? So this z minus z1, z minus z2, okay? Now let's go here. If you remember, you take this point over here, you take, for example, this point over here, okay? Then what happened? You remember, suppose this is Z1 maybe, this is Z2 maybe, right? You remember, Z is in here. Z is on this line. You remember Z minus Z1. Z minus Z1 means this distance. Z minus Z2. Z minus Z2 means this distance. So Z minus Z1 distance equal to Z minus Z2 distance is nothing but this one is equal to this one. Now I told you and I showed you drawing many circles. You remember that horrible day that I made like a lot of circles on the board, and then I tried to make a y is equal to mx plus c type of a graph, and then try to convince you like these points are intersecting, and from that point to this point, the mod d is the same. Yeah. And then you can, if you find the z over here, this distance to this distance, you can see here, see? That one. So that's the concept. So now they're asking this question in a reverse way. What is the reverse way? They have given you this guy. They have given you this guy. You need to find these 2 points. That's this question. But what we did, we had 2 points. We found this. Now reverse methodology. At least you feel what I'm saying now? Jagdeep, you okay? Now, how do you find 2 points? How do you find 2 points? Hmm? How do you find 2 points? You have to find 2 points. One is here, one is here. So that when you do like this, these are the same. Yes, I'm waiting for your construction. I told you what to find. Now you tell me like how to find, and then no need to do, just prompt me. Yes.
What if the line represents the midpoint by equidistance, then it should be the perpendicular by
Equidistance, where?
between z1 and z2. Equal right? Point z1 z2, the line would be
C1, C2, where is C1?
take for example.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
So
yeah.
z1 z2 should line by some total that line.
Yeah, but what is that? How do you find that Z1, Z2?
When I did look, I just wrote with grade x. Y was negative with grade x. Z rotation of
What is the coordinate? Tell me again.
I get found out that rotation.
Okay. Okay. Let's think in this way. Now, you know this story. This angle is 30, right? So if that angle is 30, this angle is 60. Then this angle again 30. So I'm going to get this. Then when I get this, this is 90. Observe. If this is 90, you can choose any point, any 2 points. So then the equidistance automatically satisfied, isn't it? Meaning, I'm going to take a point here. I'm going to take this point, which is the radius is 2. Then I'm going to take another point here. Can you see? So now, can you see this guy is equal to this guy easily? Isn't it obvious that you take 90 like that, and then that equidistance thing is like automatically set for you? Right? That is one way of thinking. So not necessarily this point. If you won't take this guy and then take this guy, right? So you understand the concept here. If not, you have to pick a point here and then find the distance from here to here. You have to pick a point here and then find the distance from here to here, right? Or you can think another way of doing this. Now, there are things given to you. What are they? V and W. Let's make a line in here. They should be equal. They should be equal. Look at the beauty of the question if you really want to appreciate it. So if you didn't see what I said right now, then you can just go with this and then find this point and this point. Done. Right? Still, it is valid answer. Right? But for now, what I do, I'm going to take I'm going to take this from here to here. So then easily I can do that. So if that's the case, V and W, right? So I'm going to say here Z minus V mod is equal to Z minus W mod. One shot, I killed everything. There is essentially nothing to do if your brain is working. So what is V and U? It's just now, yeah. So Z1 is equal to V now. Z2 is equal to W now. So this is going to be this is going to be 2 6 pi pi divided by 6, right? So this is going to be 2 6 3 pi divided by 2, isn't it? Yeah. So now this one is going to be minus 2y, isn't it? This is going to be minus square root 3 plus I. Make your brain work, guys, okay? So now I have a big problem. I'm telling you, you have to take my word very seriously. In here, we produce 50s, you know that. So you must take my word seriously. Because I can see through you and then I can see a 50 in you. Whether you are getting it or whether you are not getting it, I can see from the beginning. How come? All my students, they start at year 10, 11, and then they stay with me 2 years. So from the beginning, the way they did, the handwriting they maintained, everything I know, I saw. So based on that, I will judge you. That's absolute judgment. So please stay here, those who understand what I'm saying right now. Others, please leave.
We took another 2 points which are equidistant of each other by that line. So like the 2 points you had before, you found the coordinates, would that also be right?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
So it can be any causes.
Can be any code. That's what I said. That's what I said. The first one also works. Like when I do this. When I do this, now it is already 90. So if it is already 90, guaranteedly you can find equidistance coordinate, right? So but the problem is how easily we can find that coordinate. If possible, don't worry. You can do it. Any other questions? No. Yeah.
All part will take mass. I think it's cost W. Cost B.
Wait, let me see. Why? Why?
The point, the 2 points will be the same. It takes cost for but it's and points to be outside of the line.
So I didn't get you. Say it again.
So it should be that the mod of Z plus B equals the mod of Z minus B.
Oh, so you are saying this is plus?
Yeah.
This is minus? Why?
Because it with minus, then B would equal W.
Okay, let's think in this way. So, okay, I took this one, right? So I'm going to take my Z to be here. Now I need to find this distance. This is B. I need to find this distance. How do I find this distance? Using distance formula. This X over here, this X and Y, you minus with this P and Q and square and that formula, right? So you are minusing it. You never add it. So basically what I'm saying, X minus P squared plus y minus q squared square root, and that is equal to that distance, L. That's what I'm saying. So this L is in a different way and notation is z minus v naught. This minus corresponds to the minusing you are looking at here. Yeah. So it is minus. Right. Sketch. Oh, we have more. Sketch the ray z minus 2 minus pi divided by 4. Okay, let's do that. Is that right? What is the answer? What they asking? Minus what? Minus pi divided by 4. Yeah. Something like this. Is that right? Is that right? Eh? Yeah, you mean why this is open circle? Is that the question? Okay, fine. We'll discuss that. What is the question? Like this? Huh? Like here? If it is like that, how come this is going to be minus pi divided by 2? 4. If it is going that way, so we can go this way as well. Always when you think about array, there should be a starting point. That starting point is arg z minus 2 is equal to minus pi divided by 2, 4, right? So this is the starting point. This is the origin. Origin is x minus 2. I mean z minus 2. You know? So if you really want to go deep and think about this is going to be x minus 2 plus iy. So what is the starting point? Starting point is 2, 0. You get it? Ask, argue always, ask. So I see that, guys, I don't know what that type of a power I have, okay? So when I write this one, x minus 2 plus iy, when I look at this or this, I can see a couple of phases that you guys don't know. From here and here, why this is 2 and 0, some people don't know. I just saw 2 minutes ago. But you guys don't ask. So then it's too much for me to, go into your body and phrase your question and then discuss it. You better ask, okay? Okay, any other questions? Okay, now that is the ray. Now coming back to Adi. Adi is asking why this is starting like this. So what we understood, always if you are when you are starting a ray, that ray is starting from not from a solid. It is always a ray always starting from a open circle and go like this. Open circle and go like this. Why open circle? Tell me if you know the answer. Yes.
It's because at that point there's no angle.
Hmm?
Because there wouldn't be like an angle at that point. Because like the line has an angle. But at that point.
At that point has no angle. Okay, he's saying at that point has no angle. Okay. Any other answers? At that point, no angle. Okay, Lenin, the talk. Why it is open circle? Huh? नील भाजी कुछ ना कहो. Why? Kanishka. Michelle. Say it again. Similar to? Similar to what? Oh, oh, you call him Mary? Okay.
If it's minus pi 4, it can't, if it's on the minus pi 4 makes an angle with the positive direction of the x-axis,
Yeah.
and this point is already on the x-axis, so it can't make it with the x-axis. Sorry.
It doesn't make sense. Mohammed, you know the answer? No? खर्च नहीं कुछ ना कहो पाजी पुनः प्रवीण oh yeah Nick
It's like what I said. Speed up.
arg z arg z minus 2 yeah so that's what the question says otherwise what happen? Cancel the what cancel from okay you sub x is equal to 2 okay okay so okay go ahead so then what cancels 0 okay so arg 0 okay you are saying if when x is equal to 2 so then it becomes arg 0 right okay okay
Okay. If you make y and x squared, if you make this 2 and this 0, then if you turn in this 0, which is not equal to 0.
No, sorry.
If you make, because it's on the x-axis, so if you make y 0, then x2, this whole thing will be 0, right? Or undefined. So it's not equal to that angle. So it can't be.
You know, that's why I like him. So, very true. And he proved it. He showed it. Simple thing, I'll show you. You know, first time you saw, buddy, when you are living, don't take me wrong, okay? Observe. Observe. Most of the time, my class is a good class. Fortunately, I'm very happy about it. Reason? Like every year, 3, 4, 5, 50s are coming. So you can see, okay, this guy is sharp. This guy is more sharper. But I need to chase this guy. Do that. Because the best guy in here get a 50 every single year. So if you see a sharp guy, now I'm going to say he is sharp. I'm not going to say no. But long way to go. Long way to go. He doesn't know 80% of the syllabus. But once he knows 80% of the syllabus with 50 past papers on top of it, that is my job. Then once I satisfy my job, that type of a guy will get 50. So if you see a sharp mind, look, okay, first time he failed to answer. You saw that. If that happens to you, you scratch your head and then counting stars. But these people, they try and try and try and do something. See? Understand this nature, my friend. Okay, I'll tell you what he said. He said this. he said, okay, let's think about this is x plus iy. So this is going to be arg x minus 2 plus iy. That's what he said. Minus pi divided by 2. And that is going pi divided by 4. And this is your angle theta, right? Now, he said, from here, how do you get that angle? That's going to be tan inverse y divided by x minus 2. And that's equal to pi minus pi divided by 4. Then he said, you saw that when x is equal to 2, right? So when x is equal to 2, y is 0, right? You can see y was 0 at that point, right? Or maybe you can say x is equal to 0. So you can argue in both ways. So suppose y is equal to 0, then what happens? Tan inverse 0 minus pi divided by 4. This is wrong. Tan inverse 0 is not minus pi divided by 4. So that means we have to exclude that point. So that exclusion is shown by a open circle. That's why. Now you all understood, right? But understanding is something else. Constructive skill is something else, my friend. If you want to take that word, take it properly. Okay, I think that's fine. That's fine. Here. Okay, let's complete this one. Find 2 plus 2y. Divide by u. What is u here? This is going to be 2 squared 4, 8, right? So it's going to be 2 square root 2, right? 2 square root 2 is what? I'm talking about this guy. Eh? 5 divide by, tell me what is u? 2 is 5 6. Ne? Okay, now we know division rule, right? So if division rule is happening, square root 2, the radius is fine. My angles are subtractive. My angles are subtractive. So it's going to be square root 2, 6, answer, pi divided by 12. Is that cool? That's the answer. 2 marks, good. Hence express tan pi divided by 12 in terms of m minus n square root of n, where m of n. Okay, hence express tan. Hence express tan. Okay, how do you do that? Hence express tan. How do you do that? Hmm? Hence. Because of hence you can't do that. See, that's why they put hence. Otherwise, compounding angle would do the work. Similar question we did even in the class. No? Tan pi divided by 12, we found. How come? You get tan pi divided by 6. Use tan 2 theta is equal to 2 tan theta divided by 1 minus tan square theta. You make a quadratic in tan, solve it. You get the answer for tan pi divided by 12. Remember that day? We did that. Even Wednesday, extra class, I did that. But that facility you don't have here because of the hence word. Okay. 2 plus 2y, look at this. U. What is u, guys? What is u? Eh? Root 3 plus I? Okay. Now, can you simplify this using conjugate and all those things? Like, for example, I'm telling you this guy. So, can you take this one? So, this is going to be, bottom is going to be what? 3 plus 1 square root 2, ne? So, it's going to be 1. Not 1. So, this is going to be headache, ne? So, 2 square root 3. 2 square root 3 I minus 1 plus 2 plus 2 then plus I 2 square root 3 minus 2, check my thing, this is going to be 4, am I right? Yeah. So this is going to be now square root 3 plus 1 divided by 2 plus I square root 3 minus 1 divided by 2, am I right? Yeah. So now this is 2 plus 2I divided by u. So now we understand this was equal to previously square root 2 6 pi divided by 12, isn't it? Yeah. Cross multiply. When I cross multiply, I get square root 3 plus 1 divided by 2 square root 2 plus I square root 3 minus 1 divided by 2 square root 2. You saw that, right? I bring this one here down, right? Yeah, Bone? Yeah. Is equal to 6 pi divided by 12 is what? 6 pi divided by 12 is cos pi divided by 12 plus I sin pi divided by 12. Now what the question is? Question is tan pi divided by 12, right? So I get sine here and sine here. I get cos here and cos here. So I'm going to say tan pi divided by 12. Now hence, right, is equal to sine pi divided by 12 divided by cos pi divided by 12. And then related sine is going to be square root 3 minus 1 divided by 2 square root 2 divided by square root 3 plus 1 divided by 2 square root 2. So when you do that, boom, boom, gone. Answer is square root 3 minus 1 divided by square root 3 plus 1. Game over.